Today is May 28, 2025, and Randell Clifford means brief reflection on my daily diary pertaining to my career path. Full scholarship athlete at Ball State University, then transferred to Howard University, where I graduated from. Accounting and history major at Ball State University as a full scholarship athlete, and then transferred to Howard, where I became political science major, business finance management minor at Howard University, where I graduated. Joined the Michigan Army National Guard, briefly served after college as an E4 mechanic, while also attending Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, off and on for about 2.5, 3 years. My math classes, we had electives weekly, 2 days a week, doing PhD math problems. So it helped me tremendously in my growth through the years. Fast forward, 2018, became a chemical process engineer technician, my first real serious job, security clearance through the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. Did that for about 8 months, got promoted to corporate headquarters, financial headquarters in Livonia, Michigan, with U.S. Ecology, became a contract support accountant because of my background, etc. Did very well with a corporate merger. That time, I think I was 33 years old. Left there, went to PVS Chemicals with the Nicholson family. Did contract support, similar accounting, but logistics and customer service with the PVS Chemicals. Did that briefly. Went for a year at Livingston International as a custom release analyst. That was complexities, was extreme. Did a lot of shipments of international trade. Their main customer was Tesla, Ford, and General Motors. That's their broker. Did very well at that for a year. And before I go on with this brief summary of my daily diary, never been fired from a job. Only 2 jobs, and that was the last year and a half. That was Renaissance Global Logistics, pretty much downsizing. 2,700 battery cells came up missing. And then my recent position, Stellantis pushed out their program for the launch at this new facility, to a full year. So, hey, those things happen. But besides that, my previous experience, I pretty much resigned from my positions for better or newer opportunities and growth. After Livingston International, a year at Ascent Global Logistics in Belleville, Michigan, as an air charter coordinator, international and domestic emergency freight for the auto industries, from the big 3 to Volvo to Volkswagen to Tesla, as well as Boeing aircrafts. Did that for a year. Became a supply chain manager out in Brighton for about 5 months. General Chemical Corporation. Stayed there for 5 months, but then I realized, hey, this might not be a good path for me. The gentleman took over the company from his father after his father passed, but there's a lot of pending lawsuits, et cetera, going on, as well as regulations with the EPA. I was like, hey, I gotta do something else. That's when I did a full year at Renaissance Global Logistics, shipping and receiving clerk, but pretty much more extensive than that. Did a lot of all their international freight documentation for General Motors battery cells, shipping to Mexico, Ramos, as well as domestically, Brownstown, Factory Zero, etc. Did very well, but 2,700 battery cells came up missing. They found out who did what, but I was out of there. So my recent position, material planning analyst with Thai Summit and their new facility in Harper Woods, but not up and running yet, and it's still not going to be up and running for another year, since Stellantis pushed out the program for their REPB and also BEV bottom plates that cover all battery cells for their EVs. And yeah, so that's my career path right now at 40 years old, May 28, 2025. And, just got to keep grinding and keep going day by day. Randell Clifford Means, born January 3rd, 1985, Detroit, Michigan, born and raised.